Yes, I'm deadly serious about this. How do I want Black Shadow here? And before we get into the main topic of this video, which I'm sure is raising some eyebrows, do want to make a quick aside to thank everyone that voiced their thoughts and opinions on the video I put together a few days or so ago. I'll give this really abridged. If you want a more full response from myself, I did talk about at the beginning of the stream that we did on Saturday. I'll link that in the description below. I might even timestamp for you if you're really lucky. But just to say that I'm very glad that the video generated a lot of discussion, and I'm glad it got people perhaps thinking about bits and pieces. Obviously, while I used myself as an example because of the kind of unique situation that I find myself in, it wasn't anywhere to do about me. It was not the case at all. If the video can be used to kind of generate thoughts and opinions and, try and help people to be a little bit less prickly towards newer players and that sort of thing, then that's great. That's what I wanted to really achieve with the video. That was the main point of it. And I feel like that's been addressed. So huge thanks to everyone. I did see all the comments as well. If I was going to spend the time required to respond to all this properly, it'd take me probably like 2 hours. I have read them all, and I do thank everyone for the responses. So, to the meat of the video and the title. And yes, I'm not joking. This isn't a prank or anything like that. I am deadly serious. I am going to attempt to play Dune Imperium for 24 hours straight. Now, there are a few reasons that I want to do this. Not just because I completely hate myself. There are some legitimate reasons. This is something I've actually had in mind of kind of like what would be like to do for a little while. And obviously the recent confluence of events, everything that's been going on, and obviously like, the video a couple of days or so ago, and obviously trying to kind of like, do bits and pieces for the community to kind of gather around, has kind of helped encourage to do this now. I'm also kind of morbidly curious to see if it's even possible, and like to what extent someone can try and keep a standard of play going in a game like this after such an extended period of time. We've done some fairly lengthy streams before. We've done, we've streamed obviously a bit on the channel, and everything from sort of 2 to 3 hours to we've had some 7s, 8s. I think you had one stream that went 10 hours, I think it was. And I am kind of curious to see if it can actually be done or not. I honestly don't know, but it could be a laugh. Now, on top of that, I also want to use this as an opportunity to try and do further promotion for the Imperium Cup tournament, which is starting on October 1st. I still want to get as many people as possible involved in the competition, because I think it's going to be really good, and I'm really looking forward to it. And obviously any attempts that I can do to try and get more folks knowledgeable about it and involved in it is worth the sacrifice, I guess. That's kind of the theme of my life at the moment is sacrifice. So what I'm going to do is throughout that entire 24-hour stream, assuming I make it to the end, which I hope I will, but it's going to be difficult. What I will do is for every single person that enters the Imperium Cup over the course of that 24 hours, I will put in double the entry fee into the prize pool out of my own back pocket. I don't have to do this by any stretch of imagination, but it's a nice way to try and sponsor that. Obviously, get the prize pool going bits and pieces and whatever else. It's something that I would really, really do want to do. So for every butt that goes in, I put in 2 more, all goes into the prize pool. And as I'm sure you can understand, this tournament is going to get very, very expensive for me. So the time and date for this is going to be Saturday, the 16th of September. That's next Saturday if you're watching this as it comes out. And we are going to be looking to start at midday UK time. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to need some help for this because this is a heck of an undertaking and I don't quite know exactly how this is going to go. But I think it should be interesting nonetheless. And again, like, I'm not doing this out of any, like, for myself. This is something like an event and a spectacle for folks to come in, watch the stream, support it, wherever else. Try and get some folks involved into the Imperium Cup tournament as well, which would be really good. The numbers are doing okay at the moment, but as I said at the start, I want to try and make this the biggest online competition there's ever been. And I figure submitting myself to this might be in aid of that cause. So it's a price that I guess I'm going to be willing to pay. What I also want to do is I want to run this as a little bit of a kind of semi-science experiment. Because of the fact that no one's ever attempted anything like this before that I'm aware of, I'm curious to see like what impact it has doing something like this for that length of time. So I haven't quite worked the exact of this, but if it's possible for like maybe a couple of people or like folks that come in, kind of work it out as they go and add on to it. I think it'd be a really fascinating opportunity to like take statistics from like these games and just kind of see how it goes. So like, is it a case that like as I'm going, through the games, I'm starting all right, and then my performance just completely plummets? Do I keep it fairly stable? Does it not particularly matter? I've no idea. So we can look at like, obviously like how many points we're scoring on average. We could look at like what positions we're finishing off. Do I end up taking simpler leaders later on because my mind's completely frazzled? I mean, it'd be really interesting to find out. And like I say, this is a completely unique test bed, so I think there's an opportunity for some interesting and quirky data to come from this. So that is going to be the plan here. It is possible that this is maybe mildly insane, and I wouldn't hate you for believing that. But again, it's something that I've had in mind for like trying to do for a while and wondering, is it realistically possible? And again, with everything going on, this just seems the time to do it. And hey, if actions speak louder than words, then prepare for a whole lot of action. So I hope you guys will enjoy it when we do it. If you're able to just swing by, even just for a short bit, and say hi, it'd be hugely, hugely appreciated. And we're going to see how expensive this is going to be at the end of the competition. So if you've got friends or folks that you know who are interested in getting involved in the competition, tell them to pop by next Saturday, and you'll get your money's worth. Take care, everyone, and wish me luck.